Hello, welcome to my channel. In the topic of current electricity, we are discussing conceptual questions and numericals. Today, we will discuss the questions based on combination of cells, transmission of powers, and production of powers when some resistances are connected in series and then in parallel, about the brightness of the bulb, which bulb will glow dimmer or which will get fused, and so many questions. Today I will start with the first question here at the blackboard. This is the VI graph for 3 cells connected in series. I will read the question. The question says that 3 cells connected in series with variable resistor R. The graph for terminal potential difference versus I is shown in the figure. Find EMF of each cell and for what current will the power dissipation of the circuit be maximum. So let us start with the first point, that what will be the EMF of each cell. This is the VI graph which shows that at zero current, what is the value of terminal potential difference? 6. And for a cell, it is when it is giving current in a circuit, the relation of electromotive force and potential difference is this. For I equal to 0, E equal to V. So at I equal to 0, here E equal to V equal to how much? 6 volts. So if 6 volt is the EMF of all the 3 cells which are connected in series, therefore EMF of one cell equal to 6 by 3, that is 2 volt. So this is the EMF of one cell. Now for the second part, the current for maximum power dissipation. So let us find that at the 3 volt, what is the current? It is from the graph 1 ampere. So 3 volt is the terminal potential difference of 3 cells. Like here EMF was of the 6 volt for the 3 cells, then for one cell it is 2 volt. Similarly, the V equal to 3 volt terminal potential difference for one cell. What will you write here? That for one cell V will be 3 upon 3, that is 1 volt. Now internal resistance, as from this equation we can write, it will be E minus V upon I. Since cells are connected in series, the current in each cell will remain same. What is I? 1. So you write here for one cell EMF is 2 volt. So you have written here 2 minus one cell terminal potential difference is 1 volt. This is EMF for one cell. So you have written here 2 minus 1 upon 1, that is internal resistance is 1 ohm of one cell. Now current from the cells, total EMF upon total resistance. Total resistance means internal and external. So 3 cells, so one cell EMF is E, then 3 cells will be 3E upon net resistance, variable resistance R, and internal resistance 3R. They will be connected in series. So here this will be 3 into 1 upon this R plus this 3R. So this 3R will be 3. So here this I is written as 3 upon R plus 3, and you know I for power maximum, you will get the maximum power only when the internal resistance and external resistance are equal in the maximum power theorem. So for maximum power, you will get the current as, you can write that R external equal to 3R net internal resistance, only that current will produce maximum power. So in the current expression, if you put R equal to 3R, and what is 3R? Simply this R is 1, so it is 3. So what will you write here? Therefore I will become this 3 upon, what is 3R? This 3 plus 3, that is 6, and one cell is of EMF 2 volt, the 3E, this is 3 into 2, that is 6. So what will you write here? This is 6 upon 6, that is current will be 1 ampere. So all the three cells will connect, they are connected in series, and they will give maximum power in the variable resistor if current flowing through them will be 1 ampere. How I have solved it? By putting in the current from the cells, writing the expression and substituting that net internal resistance will be equal to net external resistance. We got the expression for I. This R external is also 3 ohm, therefore 3 plus 3, that is net resistance is 6, net EMF is 6, so current is 1 ampere. I hope you must have understood this problem. Now in the second case, if there is a voltmeter, this question which I am telling, this is also asked in board examination. So here a voltmeter is connected across the terminals of one cell. This is the cell and these are the terminals, and this is the internal resistance, and external resistance is this, and this is the ammeter here, and this is the circuit. Voltmeter given, it is connected here with the terminals of the cell. Since this is internal resistance, the EMF of cell is given 12 volt, and this internal resistance is 2 ohm, and this external resistance is 4 ohm. I am reading the question. Listen. In the given circuit, show that the voltmeter will give the same reading when it is connected across the terminals of the cell and when it is connected across the 4 ohm resistance. How will you solve this question? You know, in this circuit, the current EMF upon resistance, this EMF is 12, upon resistance is 4 and 2, 6. They are connected in series. So the current, what will the ammeter read? Current, and how much? 2 ampere. Now the current is flowing 2 ampere, and terminal potential difference of the cell, you know this relation, V equal to E minus IR. Whenever the cell is giving current in a circuit, the current is drawn from the cell, then terminal potential difference is expressed like this. Put here the values. EMF is 12 volt, I you have calculated 2 into R, it is given 2. Then what is the reading of voltmeter? This is 8 volt. Now you have to show that same 8 volt is read here. It is quite obvious, you can do oral. What is the current here? This is 2 ampere, and 2 ampere into 4, what will be the 8 volt. So when the voltmeter is connected across the ends of 4 ohm resistance, it will also give the same reading, 8 volt. Clear? Now come to the next question. It is said in the question that there are 3 resistances, 3 resistors each of R ohm. They are connected through the same DC supply V, first in series, then in parallel. Find the power dissipation in each case. It is given in the question. I hope that you must have understood the question. 3 resistances, first they are connected in series. So you draw the 3 resistances, 1, 2, 3, and these each resistance is of R ohm, and they are connected, joined with the same power supply V. So if power supply is same V, and you know P equal to, for the same V is upon R, V square upon R. Here what is R in series? You write here RS. So here this is V square upon, what is RS in series? This is 3R, and this power is in series, you can write here PS. So from this expression you can find that this is the PS power supply, power produced by them in series, V square upon 3R. So in this case you can also find that R is equal to V square upon 3PS. Now whenever in the second case they are connected in parallel, so in parallel they are joined and with the same volt DC, V volts. So you have joined here with the same voltage V. Now again you will find the net resistance, and the now power parallel will be P. As usual, what will be the net resistance in parallel? So the RP resistance will be R by 3. Now the power in parallel, what will you write here? V square upon now this RP. What is this RP? This RP is R by 3. So you will write this V square upon R and this 3 into here. Put the value of R in the first, from the first case you can get P in power in parallel supply and power in series supply. How are they related? How can you write here? This P in parallel will be equal to V square into 3 upon, in place of R you can write here what? V square into 3 PS. So this V square is cancelled. What is this? 9 PS. What does it mean? That if the power in series is PS, when they are connected in series with the voltage supply V volt, then power is PS. Then when they are connected in parallel with the same power supply, the power consumed is 9 times the power in series. This PP equal to 9 PS. So in this way you can compare the combination and the power in parallel and as well as in series, how the power is consumed when the resistances are connected in series or in parallel. Come to the next question. In this question it is given that there is a resistance of 20 ohm and 1 kilowatt power. The maximum power rating of 20 ohm resistor is 1 kilowatt. I am reading the question. The maximum power rating of 20 ohm resistor is 1 kilowatt. Can you use it across 300 volt DC source of negligible internal resistance? So first of all we should know that what is the meaning of this question, that maximum power rating is, maximum power rating means that power is dissipated as heat from that device without decomposition or melting. Here for 20 ohm resistance maximum power is 1 kilowatt. That means it can dissipate this 1 kilowatt power as heat without being damaged. Now it is said that can you use it across 300 volt DC source of internal resistance negligible? Then how will you find? As you know that the power when you are using this resistance of 20 ohm with 300 volt DC supply, then P equal to V square upon R will give you this 300 into 300 upon how much is the resistance given? 20 ohm. So this will be 4500 or 4.5 kilowatt. But what was the maximum power rating was 1 kilowatt. So you cannot use this 20 ohm resistor with the 300 volt power supply, because the power produced will be 4.5 kilowatt, so it will be damaged. So in this way you have to think whether you can use the particular device at particular voltage being safe, or it will be damaged. So how to calculate, this is the question based on that. Now in the next problem, there is a power transmission from power station to the towns and villages. Long distance transmission is made through the series combination of long cables. So it is done at least power wastage. The question is based on this. This question says, I am reading the question: electric power from 200 megawatt power station is to be transmitted to a distant load through long cable. Should it be transmitted at 20,000 volt or at 200 volt to minimize power wastage? So here it is given in the first case, the power transmission is made at 20,000 volt. You must be knowing that we discussed the topic that power transmission is made at high voltage. So you must be knowing the answer, that which mode will be correct one, higher voltage mode, that is 20,000 volt. But you have to show why 20,000 volt mode will be the correct one. So here, as in the first case, you know that the current which will flow through the long cable, I will be P upon V. So power station, the value of power produced is 200 megawatt. So if in the first case at 20,000 volt, suppose you are sending the current is flowing at the 20,000 volt when the supply mode is 20,000 volt, then what will be the I? I is P upon V. What is P? 200 mega. Mega means 10 to the power 6 upon volt. This is 20,000. Then what is the value of current? This is 2 and this is 100. So this will be 10 to the power 4 ampere here. Okay. Now in the second case at 200 volt, when you use 200 volt, then I will be P by V, that is simply 200 into 10 to the power 6 upon this is 200. So this will be 10 to the power 6 ampere. Now power wastage should be minimum. So which mode will be better? So how will you solve the question that power wastage should be minimum in this mode or this mode? You have to show. You know, if the current flowing through the cable is from the first mode is 10 to the power 4 ampere and cables are connected in series up to the long distance. So P equal to I square R. Suppose R is the net resistance of the cable. So what is here? This I is 10 to the power 4. So this will be 10 to the power 8 R watt in the first case. What will be the second case? Here I square R. So what will you get here? 10 to the power 12 R watt. So in which case the power wastage is minimum? Obviously the first case. because 10 to the power 12 are in the second case, which is larger than in the first case. So first case, that is at 20,000 volt, that is at high voltage, power transmission is made at least wastage of power. So I hope that in the theory as well as in the numerical, this question is also very important and you have to think like that. Similarly, there are so many questions based on the electric power, heater, coils, and the heating time of the water. Suppose water boils with the two coils, they are connected in series and parallel, then you have to find the time also. You have to solve so many questions based on the concept of electric power. They are connected in series, then what quantity will remain constant? They are connected in parallel, then which quantity will remain constant? In this way you have to think and solve. Thank you.